episode of the Bam LaFleur Show, and I'm in the building. I have Kayla Rebel in the building, and we also have Spirit in the building. How you feeling today, Spirit?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm going to need you to speak into the mic. Either bring it a little bit closer to you or you get closer to it. I can't. I could barely hear you in the headphones. And I got my headphones loud, too.
So just pull it.
Yeah, you can just.
Okay, look, I don't want to mess up your shit.
You can do that.
Because I ain't paying for nothing. Spicy. Yes. Is that better?
You gotta be loud, mama.
Yeah, I would really like if you sat like that.
Or then I feel like I look like a
don't
Stimpy type of thing. Like,
don't.
You cute and you have a pretty face, so.
And your lipstick is popping.
Is it?
Like
Okay.
yes, it is. Like I told you. It was.
And so are the sister.
Like I told you it was. So today we are discussing a lot of different things.
Okay.
Hold on, let me mute my phone. Where's my manners? I'm tweaking. All right, we are discussing. Hold on, I'm not organized today.
We're
Sex
gonna do a little
therapy.
bit sex therapy, but only one aspect of it, not like a depressing part, like about sexual trauma and all that. We're not going there. But yes, more the positive side of sex therapy, and we will talk about prenups, and we will talk about apologies. Okay? Yeah? Alrighty.
How do you feel about apologizing, Spirit? How do you feel about apologizing?
Well, unfortunately, there was a time that I apologized for things that I didn't even do wrong. I was just apologetic, just to say sorry. So, yeah.
So now you don't apologize anymore?
I always apologize when I'm wrong.
Ooh.
How often do you think you're wrong?
50-50. It all depends on what the subject is.
I never think I'm wrong.
It all depends on, because I'm seeing somebody, not seeing somebody. I don't think I'm ever wrong.
So in like a relationship dynamic, you wouldn't think that you were wrong? I just want to make sure.
I don't do relationships, honey.
Ooh.
I don't do that.
So in your
You don't do
situation,
relationships?
oh, damn.
No, like, you mean like monogamy and all that. Oh, this is my man. No, this is so-and-so. That's it.
So you're here for a good time.
Not
and
a
not
long time. That's
Not
right.
there.
What is that? What is what is it? Polyamorous or something like that? What's the word for it? The term?
I don't know what other people look. I don't know about any terms or anything like that. I just don't see the point in boxed in relationships.
That's
Okay.
interesting. So
for instance,
Uh-huh.
I'm talking to somebody, spending time together. He comes over, he sometimes brings his children over. He comes over and cooks, but you gotta go. You gotta go home. You may spend a night, but again, you gotta go. And we're not together. I'm not your woman, and you're not my man.
So don't ask you shit.
He can ask me any question that he wants to, but he can't ask me for shit.
Oh yeah, men really shouldn't be asking grown ass men shouldn't be asking no women
Yeah.
for shit anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So
we like get each other gifts and stuff like that too. So it may be confusing. It might be, but I don't like. I like to come and go as I please.
It's confusing for the other person, not for you. You seem pretty clear. On what the fuck.
I'm very clear, and it hasn't changed. And I don't. And this is where he feels that I'm wrong, but I'm not. Like, this is not anything new. This ain't shit new.
So when you're in those kind of like dynamics, it's obvious that, like you said, you're standing firm on the boundaries and how you want it to play out. Has
Right.
there ever been someone that wanted more from you, like more of a commitment? If so, like, how did you handle that?
So once I was talking to a guy, and it took us like 2 years to be intimate. And why are you looking at me like that?
I'm not waiting no 2 years to fuck.
Well, it wasn't like, okay.
Especially not for nobody that don't want to keep me. Shit.
Nah, it wasn't even like that. It's not even like that. Like, it just, he had a lot of drama going on, like exes, BMs, throwing bricks and shit through the fucking third floor. She got a good arm to hit a damn living room window with a fucking brick from outside.
On the third floor?
Man, listen, she didn't bust her own tires. Instead of, like, I'm so serious. So I'm not going to be. I just honestly wanted to see what the fuss was about, and I wasn't impressed. So
Shit, now?
I was not impressed.
Shit.
Then, okay, fine. I thought it was maybe because he was on that Taylor port. Then we had relations again, and then the third time we chilled, he proposed.
Proposed what?
I don't know, but when he was doing all of that foolishness, I booked the flight and left and went to Birmingham.
Wait. No. We're
I'm
not just
so
going to skip
serious.
past
Yes.
proposed a marriage?
I guess he was telling me how he was in love with me and all this stuff.
Did he have a ring?
He did.
Oh wow.
Did he get on his knee?
He was, yeah.
I'd have turned you every way but loose in that goddamn house. Tell me no after I done bought you a ring.
Look. That was stupid of him to do.
Yeah, it was, because you already told him you don't want to keep no nigga.
Nah, but that's the thing. He must have forgotten that he has a revolving door to the point where he'd never like set up a time frame. All right, this person come over at this time. He just had an open door policy. So shit happens when they both end up coming at the same time. Somebody got to hide somewhere.
So would you ever hiding?
No, they was hiding.
Yo, this
We're neighbors.
is a lot.
We're neighbors. Yeah.
All right, hold on.
The first and only time we ever shitted where I slept. The only time.
All right, so that was a lot. Let me break it down so I could get a better understanding and the people could understand. So
Your neighbor, number one.
Yes.
wait, it was actually your neighbor?
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot. I thought we was gonna get into this shit slow. This shit done turned the fuck up.
Okay, so your neighbor, so he actively would see other people, like other women would visit. So, okay.
All the time.
All the time. And you would see it and be okay with it.
It didn't have nothing to do with me. Remember, I said
Oh,
I
yeah,
wasn't
that's
sleeping
right.
with her
She's-
for like 2 years. We would
she's-
just hang out. We would just hang. We would
So
just chill.
for 2 years, y'all are consistently going out, and y'all not.
Hanging out. We're not. Nothing.
No. When I say going out, I mean like going on dates, not like together, but going on dates. Spending time
I don't
alone with
consider
each other.
those dates.
Oh,
Huh?
wow.
Yes, we did, but I don't consider that a date.
Speaking
Like,
to the mic, please.
I do not consider that a date.
What?
Us just going, hanging out, shopping. I don't consider that.
So
We're
if you
just
go-
friends, like
Right.
a friend date, like that.
Right. Well, me and my friends go on friend dates, and maybe they're not as romantic as if I'm going out with a woman that I'm pursuing. But if me and my lady friends are going out on friend dates, we go out, we have drinks, we have dinner. Obviously, it's not romantic. We're not. Maybe I'm not getting all dressed up and all these type of things. But I think a date's a date. You know, a friend date or a date with somebody you're pursuing. But what I'm trying to understand is y'all were going out for like dinner, maybe go see a movie.
No,
But you're not going out for dinner
we went out to eat a couple times.
in 2 years.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He's a very good cook.
Okay.
Oh, so will he invite you over for the meals?
Girl, he was buying them meals and was preparing them.
Oh,
With his
okay.
bag
So
all
you buy the
spread out.
food, cooking them. Okay. All right. I see it. So do you feel that, okay, did he confide in you about stuff? Because I think
A lot of
I know
stuff.
where you're going. Okay, so maybe the confidant piece, and it was like what's the term, safe space. Do you think that's what gave him like some type of interpretation? Because clearly, his perception was not your reality.
Correct.
Yes. So,
Correct.
but I think that's where he's trying to fill in the blanks. But some men do think, and you know something, maybe there was a huge misinterpretation because maybe he's like, yo, she's watching me do my thing, with these other women, but she still accepts me. She'll hang out with me. She doesn't crash out. She's so calm, cool. You know what? He probably thought you were his peace. So he probably thought,
I
yeah,
can see
probably.
that, but I don't see how that
But
could transfer into I want to be with you. Let's get married. Crazy. crazy.
You think that's crazy?
That's absolutely crazy. We had sex a couple of times.
Well, I'm tell you now, I was not around for a month or two even. Yeah, if I'm not even finna bullshit. I got like a 3-date rule, and that's pushing it. You know you wanted to fuck when I got your goddamn number. I think we grown, and I think we all enjoy sex, and I don't think we should use it like like it's a fucking prize or something.
Right.
Pussy's a dime a dozen.
But you also have to understand, maybe he was never going to be pressed for it because he was actively getting it within those 2 years. What she said, he had a revolving door. Are you
Literally.
like saying he was a hoe?
Yeah, to his face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he was kind of hoeing.
Yes,
And she could see the traffic coming in and out, but she still was like, oh, I'll be cool.
Right.
I'll hang out with you.
Right, and he was bullshitting these women. He literally was. Oh, no, we're going to go here, we're going to go there. He was taking them, beautiful scenery for different places that he was taking them. They were, going out to the club scene and everything like that, and oh, no, I'm going to settle down. Yeah, I'm going to settle down with you. I'm literally sitting there while he's talking on the phone telling them all these women is bullshit. So I think that I would be any different.
Maybe you would have won for him.
Yo, can you not?
Stop. Nah, he straight up be saying that shit, though. And
He saw something different in you.
Nah.
It was your spirit.
Yeah.
Good one. Yeah, I just.
Well, are you guys still friends till this day?
Yes, but if he's with somebody, he doesn't speak to me.
They not gonna be friends after he see this shit.
Maybe.
So I find that very interesting because I mean everybody likes what they like, but I'm not sticking around or like hanging out with a chick for 2 years. Like what are we? Like
Nothing. Friends.
Yeah, that's why I ain't around.
Nothing.
But
But that's the thing. He was doing his own thing. I was definitely doing my own thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We were just friends.
Yeah, I'm selfish. You're not doing shit with that shit after. I need that shit to be mine. You need to be mine. Nah, I'm not into
You
that.
believe in monogamy, Bam?
Yeah.
I do.
What's that mean exactly? That means one man being with one woman in a relationship? Yes. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't be fucking with no plastic on my wee-wee, so I'm not finna be sleeping with multiple people at the same time. You got me fucked up.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not doing no condom sex. Fuck that. Not finna have my bedroom smelling like the tire shop or Pet Boys. You got me fucked up.
Well, I almost said, my room sound like the damn barbershop these days.
I'm sorry.
Yo, dog.
I had to do that.
Put some Tabasco on her shit the next time you over there, motherfucker. Fuck her up. Not physically, but put some Tabasco on her shit. It's going to be dark. She going to wonder what the hell's going on.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
well, that's a great segue, I guess, into this whole, sex therapy thing. So I guess I could ask both of you, and you will choose which one of you will respond first. When it comes to, sex, what was, your upbringing? Was, you grew up with people or your parents or whoever raised you, and they were you don't talk about it, don't do it, or whatever. And I'll just tell you what it was like for me.
For me,
everything my mother was it's horrorism. So that shamed me, instantly, made me not want to. Out of my friend group that I did have when I was a teenager, I lost my virginity at 16 and a half. I was, the late bloomer. And I feel like I was the late bloomer because I just would always have her voice in my head, saying everything was being a whore or this and that. So I think that's what, prevented me, or even thinking when I would have sex, sometimes I even feel like it made me not feel comfortable doing it, even if I liked it, because I'm thinking she made it just seem like it was terrible, and the whole time it's well, how the fuck did me and my brother get here? You was doing something. But, and no disrespect, she ain't gonna watch this anyway. She's not into podcasts. But, that's kind of what it was like for me. So, yeah, I guess what was it like for y'all?
Go ahead, Spirit. I'll let you.
Well, no one said anything actually.
Mhm.
Like the adults, like they didn't say shit. However, when I learned about it, I was listening to, like I could hear music. That's how I pretty much got introduced to it, to knowing about sex and stuff like that. And I just heard, you got it going on, woof woof, Lil Kim. That's how I pretty much learned.
That's interesting because a lot of the songs that are like super sexual from back in my childhood days, I didn't realize they were sexual until I was a full grown, like the past few years.
Right.
Even in my early 20s, the analogies and shit didn't click to me. So that was like eye-opening. Like, yo, like we used to be at the parties and the adults were singing this. They meant
Right.
one thing and the kids was just
They didn't
singing
know
it to sing it.
anything, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I feel like that was crazy to me. So now, like, when I hear my daughter singing certain songs, she might not know what's going on. I'm like, hey, don't say that.
Right.
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 Oh, shit. But now that I'm saying that out of my mouth to y'all, it's making me think, it's going to make her think, well, why the fuck can't I say it?
Right.
Right. It's like planting the seed.
Shit.
Right.
I got to let her sing the shit. So for me growing up, we didn't talk about it.
Right. Nobody said anything.
Nobody, my dad, not even my dad or my mom talked to me about sex. I only spoke about sex with an adult in health class. That was it. So, like, I never had, my parents probably knew in their own mind, but me basically telling them I was having sex was when my son's mom was pregnant, and I was telling them I had a baby on the way. So that's how they fucking knew. Like, it never came up at home at all. At all. Like, and I have two older brothers that had kids before, three older brothers actually that had kids before me, and it still never came up. And I was still, 3-4 years younger than them, and the topic never came up. My parents are foreigners, so I don't know if it was just like maybe it was the culture. So I don't know, but that shit never came up in the house at all. I never had an adult speak to me about anything sexual until, my daughter was on the way. My son was on the way. So
Got it. Yeah. My first real introduction. I'm not even going to go there. But when listening to that hardcore album, listening to adult conversation, that's really what I was like, oh, so if you look like this, then, this is what's supposed to happen. I didn't know. And then just listening to the lyrics, I just knew about the sex stuff, like, But then recently I was listening to the hardcore album, and I was like, wait a minute, she's talking about anal. And I was like, oh, I'm not.
Lil' Kim?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I never really listened to
Yeah.
her music as an
I was
adult.
and I was saying that, and I was like, oh, I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's like I don't remember that even being in the lyrics, but that shit was there, and it was
That's crazy. But Lil' Kim's music definitely was super sexual.
Yeah, it wasn't
Almost
bad.
very raunchy.
Very.
Very fucking raunchy. You said it wasn't that bad?
I don't think it. Well, that's
I
because
think anybody's topped her.
So my family, we're from the South. I'm not, but my roots are deep in the South. And back in the day, my older cousins, my aunts, uncles, they would have like fish fries and shit. And they would, rotate at different people's houses on a Friday, where you cook and, do all that. Supposed to be adults only. I was there. It was supposed to be adults. It should have been adults only. But I remember the songs, like one of them, old school song. I think it was called like "Put the Head In." So
Put the head in?
Put the Head In.
By who?
I don't remember. It's an old song.
Like somebody from down south? Put the head in.
Let me put the head in.
Shit.
Damn.
Don't get
And
no
what's
more
the other
straightforward
lady
than that.
That was saying that she got some good coochie and she got big titties, and I know that y'all saw her. I think her name was like maybe Bessie or something. But like if you listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh my God, like they were saying that shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's a song, I forget who it was by. I think it's Lil Webby. Give me that pussy. But growing up, I had never heard the dirty version.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what he was saying in the clean version.
Oh.
No, I think he's just like, give me that, give me that, give me that,
Yeah.
give me that.
Right.
I grew up, I heard that shit. I said, yeah, girl, give me that. I said, yeah. Yeah, give me that shit.
Speaking of the South, like you, I remember going to visit some family in Alabama on my dad's side. And me and my little sister, there was a gentleman, I don't know if he was an uncle, whoever he was, just an older relative. And he kept playing Joe All the Things. And you know the thing, that song, right? And you
No,
know how
I actually
that
don't.
part, you know that part, like,
Joe.
ooh, I got a Jones in my bones for you. There ain't a damn thing that I won't do. So we kept singing that part. And yo, all I know is my dad busted in there and told us to stop singing it. And I kept thinking, what was the big deal? But now that I'm older, I totally understand
Right.
why
You
yeah,
know
was
Joe,
pissed
all
off.
the thing-
Yeah, you
Joe.
never heard that?
Nah.
Yeah, you
You-
saw
they
Don't
play
Be a
it-
Menace.
They play it at R&B
I'm not really
Me
familiar with
sometimes.
Don't Be a Menace.
If you heard it, you've heard it before.
I'm not-
Joe, baldhead, black dude.
The singer?
The singer, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about, but I'm not familiar with his music.
Yes.
Oh, because that's
Either
like
way, yes.
one of-
But
okay, yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Well, because think about like Moke and stuff. He's
Fine,
mine.
yeah, man, you had him.
And
Yes,
I
we
didn't
used
think
to sing
about
that
that,
too,
like, I
not
used
even
to sing it
realizing
I remember
it
that
was
song.
Side
Like,
bitches.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my older
Right.
relatives, like an aunt, she tore me and my cousin's asses up because she told us don't sing it, but thought we was like singing it low, and she was like, "Didn't wait a minute? Didn't I?" She was driving it with arms and shit going, and I was like, "I don't know."
Okay, so what about
You know?
what about the movies? Did like y'all family members do the cover and of the eyes?
Yeah. At the sex part.
Yeah,
No.
cover.
They weren't
Because
covering y'all
again,
eyes?
adults, or, I was mostly, I'm an only child, so where the hell was
Got
I
you.
gonna go?
Right.
No,
yeah.
they used to just cover
Cover
your
your
eyes
eyes.
right
Yeah,
then and
like,
there.
don't
Drunk.
it.
They were drunk.
Oh,
So
shit.
Yeah.
they were drunk. So I'm sitting right there.
Damn.
Okay.
Watching the shit. Jason's lyric.
Yeah, nah, I'm just sitting there like, oh, okay, I know which part to rewind to.
Yeah. Right.
When y'all laying here, that's what I was thinking. You can cover my eyes all
I'm not
you
even
want.
gonna lie. There was one time when my mother was like trying to cover my eyes, but she wasn't doing a good job in the fingers. And I'll never forget. It was a scene in New Jack City, and I think they was playing the "I Wanna Sex You Up." Yes, I remember. But again, it's like what you said. Like with your daughter, you saying, "Hey, don't say that." You could be planting a seed, and I think the hand over the eyes thing is kind of like the same
Oh
thing.
jeez, I'm
Like,
just
okay.
now realizing the lyrics, and I was like, "That's a
Yeah.
horrible song."
Yeah, nah, it's a lot of it's a lot of
Yes.
fucking songs
That
that
is
I've heard
terrible,
as an
though.
adult, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. So about the whole
Here we go.
here we go with what?
Just go ahead.
Nah, you go.
Nah.
You didn't even know.
Go.
I feel like you gonna single me out, but go ahead.
About what? Why would I single you out?
No, that's what I feel like.
We could go back to talking about what we was talking
That's
about
what
before.
I thought that
You know what?
were
Now let's do that because I
Nah,
got some
not do that.
goddamn questions. I want to know.
Yes.
I want to know why you so cold-hearted to the men. Them.
What are you talking about?
That was mean.
What was mean?
The way you treated that gentleman after he spent all that time with you for 2 years, that was mean.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
How?
Because,
When he gets to tell me about all his sexcapades.
but you knew you was the one that he wanted for real.
No, I don't know when. How?
He was just bullshitting.
To who? Them, himself, or me?
Okay.
Himself.
Okay. I kind of get what he's saying. Like me watching you, and there's a lover girl in me that was born this year, being a lover girl. So as I'm listening to you say that, what I love about it is that I'm good on reading energy, and you can tell when somebody's just saying something because they're broken, they're really hurting, and it's just a defense mechanism that they're putting up. But the energy I'm feeling is the same thing he's reading. It's like you really don't give a fuck and you mean that shit. Like there is no lover girl in you at all. Like I don't, and I'm just trying to figure out has that always been your persona,
No, it was.
or how did you get to be that way and be so comfortable with it and unapologetic to be like, I'm not being monogamous to these men. I'm here for the good time, not a long time.
Right.
we're gonna hang out. We're gonna have a little bit of connection,
Right.
and then you need to get up out of here. That's just it for
Right.
me.
So, with that being said, would it be better if I am, like head over heels, hugging, kissing, doing all this stuff, putting my heart out there, knowing that he's telling me the exact same thing that he's telling them?
No,
That's
not
what
at
I'm
all.
tryna-
No,
that's
this
what I'm
isn't
like,
from a frame
nah.
of judgment. Me
No.
asking.
Right.
I'm actually intrigued by your
Mhm.
mindset, and I think he is too, to a certain extent. Wouldn't you say so, BM? Are you
I'm
intrigued
absolutely
by-
intrigued.
Yes.
And
So we
honestly,
wanna just know,
I don't
like,
want you
what
to
was-
feel like I'm picking
Yeah,
on you.
no,
I only
no,
brought
me
it back up
neither.
because you
No,
opened the
no,
door.
no,
Like,
no.
what was the road to you to get there? I think that his audience would love to know that, because some people probably could be watching this and feel like they wish they could be about that life and really live it. You know? So, like, how did you get there? Yeah, we're intrigued. Like, to have that mindset and stand on that shit.
Have y'all ever been in love before?
Yes.
I hope so.
Okay. And how did that end? Like, have you ever been like heartbroken, like cried over somebody?
Man, I ain't eat for
Absolutely.
3 days one time behind this fucking scoonty. You know
And-
how hard it is not to eat for 3 days?
Yes.
Well, I'm on Munjaro, so it's not that hard for me right now.
What, oh, it's one of them. Hey, you got some extra? Shit. You got some extra you don't need?
Yo,
I
you
could,
pissed
I could
me
lose
off,
me a
man.
few pounds. I ain't bullshitting. Yeah.
No, but I mean, just that feeling of, okay, so I was in love many moons ago. And like puppy love, well, one would say puppy love. Okay, yes, I was in high school, but I really, really felt that I loved this guy. Both of his parents had passed away, and he just felt like he was just alone in the world. Well, I've always felt that I'm an only child, and my father's already gone, and my mom. Anyway, it just, I'm alone, he's alone. We just said that we would be together, and then, 15-year-old me not thinking clearly, well, we're intimate a few times, but this idiot slips off the condom and I get pregnant. I don't know how I get pregnant, but I'm like, no, I'm using, But then he tells me, no, this is good. This is what I wanted. We're gonna be together. And my mother was like, nah, this gotta stop. Like, no, I don't know what the hell is going on over here, but that's not happening in here. So I, had a termination. I had an abortion. Well, I was, back up on a party line, just stupid shit. So on a party line, and met this guy just on the phone. We never met face to face or anything like that. And he knew him. And he was like, oh, hold on a minute. Let me hit you, talk to my boy or whatever. So come to find out, it's the same guy, but he has this girlfriend, and she's pregnant. And she names that baby what we were going to name ours. Why the fuck would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? So that was pretty embarrassing. It was like a stab in the back, in the gut, in the heart. I don't ever want to feel that again.
So that was
I'm
like
all
And that was from the
First
age of
heartbreak.
15.
I was, that shit was
First
like a
heartbreak.
bullet.
Wow.
That was like a bullet.
Do you know what age was your first heartbreak, BM?
It was pretty fucked up. Like,
This was like 5 years ago. So, when I was young, I wasn't like,
I think I said
Really
things
feeling
were
like-
heartbreaks back then, but I
Yeah.
just think that I was just kind of like emotional and a crash out, because now looking back, I didn't really give a fuck. I think I just liked pretending like I did.
yeah, like I was invested with a lot of
Yeah.
time
I
and a
don't-
lot of
I
money.
gave like, I was.
Yeah, I don't think my first.
I had passed up on
Yeah.
on a lot of probably better situations
Hmm.
to deal with that person. So I guess that was my like feeling of like heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
Yeah, I think my first one was probably somewhere around like 2021, but the other stuff that I claimed before then,
nah.
I
that
understand-
definitely was not. It was pretty bad.
I understand your method of dealing with that, right?
Mhm.
So I feel like my method is kind of the opposite, where I just I kind of learned from the mistake because I feel like we have a hand in these things too sometimes. Even though the other motherfucker might be like bullshitting us a lot, we still kind of have a hand in it. Because sometimes we see shit. Most of the time we see shit. And what I do is I tell myself, well, I'm not gonna let the last motherfucker ruin it for the next person or for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I want out of life. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not one of them dudes. I don't want to have 5-10 chicks. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I just don't have the time. It's not safe. It's not fun to me. I'm cool. I'm not even bullshitting for the camera. I don't want to have two. I don't even want two bitches. Straight. I'm cool. I just don't have the time. You know how expensive two bitches are?
Well, for me, I'm not built for any type of poly lifestyle, or I can honestly say I probably couldn't handle how you approach, because I won't even say love, how you approach relationships like that. Like, I don't think I could do that. I think I don't have the energy, and I definitely don't have the attention span. It's like a ADD vibe going on, so there's no way I could juggle multiple people.
But you don't even call it poly. You don't even want it to have that title.
Yes, that's why I corrected myself.
It's not necessarily more than one person at a time.
But you would be open, though. So say as if you were talking to someone right now in this moment.
Yeah, I am talking, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. To somebody.
Yo, I love the maybe. Okay, you're feeling the vibe. But let's just say this weekend, and this is just hypothetical, me and you were like, oh, we're going out to have drinks at a bar in Providence. And if a gentleman came up and wanted your number, and you liked his vibe and energy, would you exchange numbers with him and hang out with him, even though you have someone that is interested in you?
Hell yeah, she would.
You know what?
It depends. It depends. It depends. Would I give them my number? Yes. My Google number. Yes.
You do that? Man, I don't want to get off topic. Let's, my...
Delete.
Nah.
I wish somebody's daughter would give me some Google number. The Google subscriber, you
don't even get that. I turned that feature off.
Oh, so you got the subscription.
Yeah.
You got the paid subscription.
No. You just turn that feature off so that way you don't know that you're calling a Google number.
Oh, I get. You know what's funny?
You don't know.
Years ago,
I'm sitting here like mortified that, like, let somebody. I mean, I'm off the market, but let somebody had ever given me a Google number. You know what? So if it come in a green bubble, there's a chance it may not actually be a person with Android, because I do talk shit about Team Green Bubble.
Correct. Yeah, it's a
fact,
chance it could be a Google or a Text Now or something
bubble,
like that.
Any nigga that has green bubbles and an Android is an automatic red flag, ladies. Don't do it. If he has an Android, an actual phone where you go on a date and it's Android, don't do it. Unhinged. To the
That's crazy. You see the standard. You see the restrictions that men that are imposed on men. You can't even have an Android. Your phone of choice makes you less desirable to some women. That is fucking insanity.
Well, I mean, I have an iPhone, but I hate Apple, so I prefer Android. Like, it's not user friendly. I don't like that shit. But
could you imagine you were interested in a guy and he just literally didn't want to fuck with you because you had an Android? Could you imagine that?
It's absurd.
This is
it's a
fucking
damn phone.
It's insanity.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you better just
I'm like,
just
wait,
have
like an Android?
Yes, I actually mean an Android. No one is gonna be going back and forth with a nigga with green bubbles. His shit's gonna be coming in chopped and screwed like a DJ mixing, and no one's putting up with that. No one is putting up with that. I'm sorry. I said what I said. I'm not, and I stand on it. Okay, when I talk shit about certain things that I'm
if a man,
about,
if
I don't want to hear it. I'm the only one with an iPhone.
If a man sets that standard, for a woman, they're gonna call him weird and sassy.
Yeah, that's a bit much. Damn.
I'm not sure, but I'm saying as for me, and I know that there's a bunch of people that I know that also feel like every time they exchange numbers with a man that had an Android and was on that green bubble shit, his head is like a green bubble, and it ain't green flags. It flashes red often. I'm just telling you.
Well, shit.
Look, I
don't
said
even
what I
have
said.
those type of
When this
restraints.
episode airs, please hop in the comments and confirm or deny my prejudgment. please, ladies. That's all I want to say. And you know what? I want the men to tap in too. To be like, what was your experience with a shorty that was Team Green Bubbles?
All right. So we're gonna see what they got to say.
Yeah.
But I want to go back to the Google Voice thing,
Yes.
right? Why do you use Google Voice?
I was at fucking Cathay Pacific.
The
And-
chicken fingers are special.
Yes.
They are
to-
special.
What's the name of that? Like, when they do karaoke night.
Okay.
And this guy there kept coming back, was like, oh, I'll buy you drinks or whatever. Cool, fine. And I was like, okay, I was like, so he's like, put my motherfucking number in your phone.
Oh yeah, you better have
I
gave
was
him a
like,
number.
Oh my God.
The next thing was gonna be a left hook.
Did he have an Android?
I don't know, but I put his number, I text him from there, and dude took my motherfucking phone right there. I was like, this man, first of all, he's too old for this. But that shit, like, kind of fucked me up a bit, because he ended up putting his number in my phone. It was just a lot of shit. I tried to keep him on the fucking Google Voice. And yeah, I don't know where the fuck he worked, but he knew where the hell I lived. He knew where I worked. He knew my credentials. He knew all that shit, and I didn't like that. It really made me uncomfortable. I ain't been back since. I was like, I'm not.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, motherfuckers are crazy.
And then told me he eat ass.
Well, you don't like your ass ate?
I don't care about that. Like, but it was like it was just so random, because he was like, I was like, what?
Right? No. I'm trolling. I get what you're saying. Like,
Yeah, I was like,
motherfuckers introducing themselves to you and telling you that when they just trying to get your number or just got your number. I think that's
Insane.
over the top. Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah. Even bringing up anything
Sexual.
Lame. Me personally, as a man, I don't make any sexual innuendos or anything like that. I let the woman open that door.
Right.
Because I know I already assume, fuck that. I know in my mind, if a woman is giving you her number and then also speaking to you and engaging with you in a meaningful way, she has thought about doing it with you. Point blank, period. I don't need to bring that up to her. Period. We're grown. That's just it. That's just straightforward. That's just it. So what's understood doesn't need to be explained or even fucking spoken about. We'll get there when we get there.
Right.
So yeah, I'm not.
But not 2 years though.
Absolutely not. No, in fact, I'm not even gonna cap. I prefer the first date. Let's figure this shit out if we compatible in that way or not.
Right.
Yeah, or we can keep it the fuck moving.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I want.
Wow,
yeah.
you learned something
We're getting
every-
fucked tonight. You're getting fucked tonight.
You piss me off.
Yeah,
every
man. No.
episode, yo.
All right, and cool. The first date. No, all right. I understand it. You might be trying to save some face. I don't know why, but
That's what the fuck. I would just wait. Hotel and everything. I would just wait.
yeah, but absolutely not. 4 or 5 dates and weeks and months and all that kind of shit. We not fucking 16 and you trying to run back and tell your girls like, yeah, I made him wait in the 90-day rule. Yeah, okay. She, not me. Fuck that. But I want to talk about prenuptial agreements, and as far as well, I don't know. Can you even engage in that conversation? You don't even
I
want.
was married.
Holy shit. We're gonna have to save that part for another episode.
I'm divorced. Happily divorced.
No, I hope fucking so. Otherwise, you'd be committing adultery. But do you think that you all should have gotten a prenup?
Hey, we have no.
You don't think so?
He and I. You know what? I'm gonna just keep that to myself. Never mind. For
Ma-
ice.
Oh,
Just shut up.
Ooh.
Just shut up.
How do you feel about prenuptials?
Obviously, they're for people that have some like major assets, investments, and probably some like long money. And when I got married, I married low key poor, so there was never a need for me to get one. So,
Right.
however, let's just say if I got married to a guy that had this enormous bag and all this investments and this, that, and that, if he wanted me to sign a prenup, as for me, I would be okay with signing it.
Right.
And that's only because I'm just an independent woman anyways. And I think I said this on another episode before. Sometimes I operate out of ego with finances. You will never in your life, to me, I feel like me coming after the assets, you would never get the opportunity to be talking about I was coming after something, because I don't want to do anything that in my head makes me feel poor or like I'm begging. And again, that's just a financial ego that I have. That's a personal thing. And you know that I'm always throwing the word poor out there. That's just me. Like, I'm just not, and poor doesn't always mean finances. Poor also means lower quality. That is a lower quality to behave that way. And I'm not, the only bag I want to secure is my own. I don't want anybody else's money. Again, that's where my ego comes in. I don't want anyone saying they made me, they elevated me, they did X, Y, and Z for me. There will be no one that can say that they did anything to help me get to where I am today, except for my mama and my nana. Anybody else outside that, there will never be a man walking that can say that. And again, it's just financial ego. And again, I'm just being self-aware. Now, if it was reversed, I had all this money in like a big bag, and hey, let's just say, and if I was dating somebody or I was with the person I'm marrying, marrying because prenuptial agreements are for marriages, and if I was marrying someone that had a lesser bag than me, I think I would have a prenuptial agreement in place, but where it would be beneficial to them, meaning that you would understand that this is what you're getting and leave me alone in the end. That maybe anything that I purchase for you out of love, you leave with that. But whatever I have stays with me. But if I bought you something, I'm not gonna be petty and be like, oh, you need to return the Rolls Royce or return this boat I bought you or anything like that. I wouldn't do that, because that's just not me. I don't do stuff. Anything I do is out of love. It's not transactional. It's not conditional under certain conditions. Because I'm a giving person. So you could just take whatever I gave you and then you need to go. But I'm not going to be paying you alimony or anything, because that's weirdo shit. I have my own opinions about alimony as well. I don't believe in that. Child support, yes. Alimony, absolutely not. I feel that alimony is poor. Women who collect alimony, I consider you to be poor. And I'm going to stand on that. It's a poor mentality. Why do somebody need to pay money for you? Now, child support is fine if they want to pay for the kids that y'all have together. But if you think that you're just supposed to be the wife that gets payments every month or something like that, for what? It's over. Why do you still feel you're entitled to something? And I don't care about, I was with him when he had nothing and he gave us, so what? Then why didn't you do something? You got 24 hours just like a man do. Hustle and flow. It's that simple. And again, I'm probably biased because I have that masculine energy, and I don't believe in princess treatment when it comes to finances. You need to know how to secure a bag, because anything can happen. And if your man's bag gets low, then what are you going to do if you don't have the hustle and flow mentality? That's all I'm saying.
You are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
With no Vaseline,
so,
too.
Yeah, so
So
that's how I feel about prenups.
We're gonna end with me, and I think prenups. I think prenups are necessary.
Okay.
I think even if sometimes it's not always about money. It's not always about the money. Sometimes, I'm assuming, I've never been married, I'm assuming there's other things that you can have prearranged in prenuptials. I'm not sure. Like, how time with the kids might go. Different various things like that, or the property and shit. I might want the fucking couch out this mother. Some people.
Right. Yeah, Candy and Todd
Who the fuck is
have
that?
something like that. You don't know Candy Burris?
Candy?
Part of Escape?
Escape Candy?
Yeah, and she's on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Damn.
I don't want who.
Candy?
Housewives
I
is
don't watch that anymore. I haven't watched that in
Yeah.
years.
men
but-
watching Housewives
What
is
it is,
crazy. If
yeah,
you're a
right,
man and
right,
you're watching
right.
Housewives, the
Right.
only time you should be having that in front of you on TV is when you're sitting there with your lady, and you shouldn't remember anything because you're doing it to appease her. Period. I'm not fucking watching no Housewives. My ex used to love watching Love Island and shit. I can't tell you a thing about that show.
Gotcha.
Now, you know what I'm saying? When she was watching, I might remember the guy from last week. Oh, wasn't he talking to the other girl last week? I might remember some shit like that. But weeks and months later, I'm not fucking keeping up with that. I don't know these folks' names and shit like that.
Okay.
But the prenuptials, I think you come poor, you should leave poor.
Agree.
Yeah, I think if
Yes.
you pulled up poor, you should pull off poor.
Yo.
But like you too, like because with me being married, I was married. I didn't ask for shit. We have a whole child together, but it was like, you don't want him to take care of like the insurance. I was like, nah, I got it.
Well,
We could split custody 50-50. It was
Well,
like, "But
that's-
you don't want. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, my divorce decree, I didn't ask for anything except a small amount of child support. I didn't want insurance, and I wanted primary, like full custody, which I was granted. Yeah, that's all I wanted.
Yeah, I definitely didn't. Nah.
And I just only wanted that so I didn't have to consult with him about any decisions I made. And yeah,
Yeah, I
I make
understand
about
that.
our son. Yeah.
I think if you pull up poor, you should pull off poor.
Agree.
I think
Absolutely.
Prenuptials are important. Saves a lot of like stress and being nasty later. It's like, well,
Right.
we already spoke about this shit.
Right.
This shit's already, and then also, sometimes when people check out, they start getting vindictive,
Yes.
and they can start saying, "Oh, I'm gonna take this nigga to the bank. Oh, I'm gonna take this chick to the bank."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A dude could think like that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you
Right.
something happen, if you're the primary breadwinner and something happens and he decide he want to go, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just take her money and go be with somebody else. Nah, let's have this shit already ironed out and set in stone. You know what I'm saying? Because there are many women that go out there and they're the one that's way more financially stable, and they go pick up a bum ass dude, and he end up taking them to the bank because they didn't have it already preset. So I think a prenuptial agreement is very fucking important. And I feel like if you tell somebody that you want to get a prenup and they don't want to do it, that's a red flag, nigga.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
I
It
agree.
definitely
I agree.
should have you question if the intentions are pure. That's why I said I wouldn't have a problem with that because I don't want your
Right.
assets if I'm there to be with you. But again, a lot of people be moving off of greed and they don't
Yeah,
really
that
be
almost
from the
happened
heart.
to me.
Yeah.
That almost happened to me when I had gotten divorced. I was always worked in healthcare, but I was not what I do now. My ex-husband just worked a regular, like, I don't know, $15 an hour job.
Shit.
And so, when we met, but we both leaned on each other for a time. But then it just got nasty, and I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm going to have to go. But I have to finish the school first and do what I got to do so that way I can, just so I can do what I got to do and take care of these kids how I want to take care of them. So we did that, and then I don't know who he had consulted with after I had left, moved out, and I had paid 2 months of rent for him because I just left. I didn't want to, as messed up as it was, I didn't leave him like high and dry. You know what I'm saying? And,
Oh, you do have a heart.
I do. Why,
Or
I'm
did
not-
have.
I do.
Do. Still? Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I always have a heart,
Okay.
So I just was like, I just wanted to just go. Mind you, I'm the one that paid for the divorce and everything. He didn't even have to worry about that. But
Same here.
he decided to consult with other people. And they're like, well, remember, you weren't a citizen. She's the one that, did all your paperwork and stuff like that. So she gonna have to pay you alimony, or he wanted half of my pension. What? You want half of my? Oh.
That's some hoe ass shit.
Yo,
No,
you
seriously.
Hoe ass nigga. You was just some hoe ass shit.
Seriously. No, so then, when we had like went through the courts and all this other stuff, and he was making significantly more than I was, and the judge leaned back in the seat, and he was like, so if this is something that you want, fine, but you're gonna have to pay her alimony because you make more, double, damn near. So
I'm gonna tell you something.
Nah, I'm straight.
When the judge get to leaning back like that, something dramatic's finna happen.
Right.
Well,
When
I mean,
the judge
it was
leaned
a bad
back,
situation because it was how we split. It was pretty bad. It was really sad. But then he was like, no, this is good. Just leave it how it is, because I wasn't asking for anything.
right?
I'm still carrying the insurance, and I was like, I even gave you time to get your own insurance. Because you get penalized and shit for that during tax time. You do. At least I thought about that. And, so that's just how it was.
I don't glorify divorce, but I do if I have to give some advice. If you do have a lawyer, I didn't get one. I self-filed. I did everything on my own just by going and reading everything step by step. But what I will tell you is, on the day, I swear I was delayed for the divorce. I was late. And he wasn't showing up either. So we sat and waited. And by the time a probate family court judge is at the end of his day and he's had it, baby, he will sign off on anything. And that's how, all I knew is, my mother was like, I knew you was getting your way. The moment that he looked at everything and it was like, oh, is Mr. Bump here? And then no, and he's like, and we've been waiting since how? All I know is he took off his glasses, did that lean back like a stretch, looked around, signed off on it, told me he granted me every single thing, and all I know is I was excited.
Yeah, well, if the other party doesn't show up, you're almost always gonna win.
Yes.
We did everything virtual.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. This was only a few years ago.
Yep.
So, I had retained lawyers, and it was like 5 of them that showed up. Yeah, it was Assalone and Associates. So that way I can leave his ass alone. Oh no, they can't. I mean, straight up, they took care of everything. It was wonderful, but they was like, oh, this is whoa. They were like, this is y'all. Y'all, you guys cannot. Did you move already? We were like, did you move? Because this seems, if this is the reason why you left, you're going to be locked up, ma'am. So if you haven't removed yourself from the house, I was like, I'm already left the apartment. I'm gone. Like, that's not a thing. And they were like,
you
okay.
dressed up on the day? Did you used to get dressed up?
Yeah, it was virtual, and
okay.
I was at work, so I took my break, and it was literally like 10 minutes. And
wow.
then I went, like, it was, the judge was pretty.
He
was
first
pretty upset.
two were virtual. My final was in person.
That was it.
Wow.
That was it. You just have to sign off on it. But, what messed me up is the fact that I had to ask my ex-husband if I could change my name back. I have to ask him that.
Really?
Yeah.
They make you ask?
In Rhode Island, yes. You have to put that shit in your,
Oh,
wow.
shit.
Also different. Okay.
And
If I get married and you leave me, you ain't got to ask me, give me my fucking shit back.
Yeah.
Punk motherfucker.
I lost
what are you, Ike Turner?
So
the name stays home.
I still got
the name stay home, damn it.
Motherfucker's name, okay? I still got, every time I look and sign shit and look at my license, I'm pissed off because I don't even know where the fuck I put my damn divorce decree. I have no idea.
Go down to the courthouse. They have it on record.
I don't even want to go to fuck over there now.
Well,
I get it.
I believe he might have it. Who knows? I don't trust.
They got it on record at the court.
Yeah.
So there y'all go with y'all divorce advice and your prenuptial advice. We're gonna end there and
don't do it.
Don't do marriage.
Okay. Only because we didn't really tap into that whole apology segment. I just want to say, and I'm going to ask him first because I already know what he's going to say. Is there anybody, for the record, and this is a mature question, is there anybody out there, Bam, that you feel you owe an apology to?
Oh, shit. Let me think. Who might I owe an apology to? I want to apologize. Is that my camera? I want to apologize to all the people that I should have fucked over and I didn't fuck y'all over. If I get a chance, I'm going to do it. I'm sorry I haven't done it yet, and I'm going to do it one day if I get the chance. So if you know that I should have fucked you over and I didn't, I apologize. And if you give me the chance, I will. That's my camera, right?
Yes, sir. And what about you, Miss Spear? Is there anybody you think you owe an apology to?
I don't want to get all mushy or sad or I don't know.
No, we're not trying to go deep. Just yeah.
Apologize to all those good men you hurt.
Yo.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit. You know what? I would like to apologize to my motherfucking self for not being spirit from the beginning. Yeah.
I hate
And
that
matter
shit.
of fact, what you just said, for my ex, you know who you are. I'm sorry I didn't do you how you did me.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the first one. I'm talking about the second one.
And how about yourself? Anybody you want to apologize to?
Period.
Maybe some of the people, like, years ago that when I used to get mad and I would say things like, I hoped you die and your mother for having you, bitch, and shit like that. Yes, I would like to apologize. That was terrible. I shouldn't have probably said those things. At that time, I did mean them, but I shouldn't have said them, even though I felt it at my core, but it was wrong. It was nasty, low down. And yes, I want to apologize to anyone that's watching this. And if I said anything about death towards you, yes, I would like to apologize because it was emotionally immature. And I think it's a natural thing. Sometimes people feel like, you know, you'd be like, oh, yeah, you could die, bitch, or something like that, you know, like, but yeah, it was kind of taking it too far. And it was just really just mismanagement of like my emotions. And I would also like to apologize to, I guess, probably men I dated in the past that I used to get mad and lay hands on. I don't beat niggas no more. So, yes, I do want to probably extend an apology to them, too. I really should have kept my hands to myself and managed my emotions a lot better. Absolutely.
I'm not apologizing for... That was, you know what? That was self-defense, so I'm not apologizing for that.
Oh, that's different. I was striking
just thought
first
about
because
that.
I was mad. That's something completely different.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I was, no.
Well, shit. That was. I didn't know you beat men. You think you know people. Just when you think you know people, I didn't know she beat men. I known her for years. I didn't know she beat men or used to beat them, for that matter. I'm gonna say.
Objects, probably.
I found out one of my other friends beat men the other day. She was telling me she was so proud of herself too. She said, I used to run right to the kitchen. You know what that means?
Getting knives.
Yeah, of
But
course.
she was right about objects.
Well,
And then you gotta fall back.
all right. I said I was gonna end, but I'm gonna end here. To all the men that are experiencing domestic violence, there are resources out there for you.
Absolutely.
And all jokes aside, anybody experiencing domestic violence, there's resources out there for you. Please contact the proper authorities. This is the Bam LaFleur Show. I'm out.